Hello students, in this session we are going to start chapter number 11, that is enhancement of food production. In this the first topic is improvement in food production. Now you know that each living organisms require food for survival. So food is one of the basic need of human being. Now you know that the basic needs of human being are food, shelter and clothing. So food is one of the important basic need as it gives us energy. Then food helps us to keep alive. Then it keeps strong and healthy. So for proper growth and development as well as healthy growth, food is one of the essential factor. Then food can be consumed in liquid or solid form. Then food is organic, then it is energy rich, then non-poisonous and edible. Edible means it is used for consuming, or we can consume it, hence it is called as edible. So food is organic, then it is energy rich, non-poisonous and edible. Then you know that green plants produce food by the process of photosynthesis. In photosynthesis, green plants produce their own food material with the help of sunlight, carbon dioxide, water and use chlorophyll, and it is produced by the plants. Hence plants are called as photosynthetic autotrophs. Then animals depend on plants for their food material. Now as you know that animals cannot produce their own food material, they are dependent on plants for their food material. Now you know that animals are of two types, that is herbivorous and carnivorous. Now herbivorous animals depend on plant for their food material, while carnivorous animal depend upon herbivores for their food material. So directly or indirectly, all animals are dependent on green plants for their food material. Then you know that there is a need to improve the quantity and quality of food as the population of the world is increasing day by day. So to satisfy the needs or to provide enough food material to the growing population, there is need to improve the quantity as well as quality of the food. So for this purpose, plant breeding and animal breeding are carried. Now plant breeding means it is the improvement in the quality as well as the quantity of food crops, and animal breeding is also used to fulfill the additional requirement of food. Now we will see the next topic, that is biofortification. Now biofortification is a process in which crops are bred or produced to increase the vitamins, minerals and fats. So biofortification is one of the method in plant breeding to increase the amount of vitamins, minerals and fats in the crops. So biofortification is carried to overcome malnutrition. Now you know that majority of the people are poor and their staple food is rice or wheat. but they do not get proper nutrients from these food, that is wheat and rice. So to increase the amount of nutrients in different crops, the process of biofortification is carried, as well as to overcome malnutrition. Now you know that malnutrition means the people or the individuals do not get proper vitamins, minerals or nutrients. So biofortification is carried to overcome malnutrition. Then we will see the objectives of plant breeding. Now plant breeding is carried to improve the quality as well as quantity of the crops. The first objective is to increase the protein content and its quality in the food. Then to increase the amount of oil as well as to improve the quality of oil present in the seeds or food. Then to increase the amount of vitamin as well as to improve the quality of the food, plant breeding is carried. Then to improve the amount of micronutrients in the food is carried with the help of plant breeding. Now you know that for proper growth and development, different kinds of vitamins as well as nutrients are required. The nutrients which are required in low amount are called as micronutrients, like vitamin B, then vitamin C, vitamin E, zinc and magnesium. These are called as micronutrients. So these are the objectives of plant breeding. Then biofortification can be achieved by selective breeding and recombinant DNA technology. Now selective breeding means it is a traditional method in which the high quality crops are used, then they are multiplied and their seeds are used as a new variety. And rDNA technology means it is a recombinant DNA technology. That means introduction of a foreign gene into the plant to improve its mineral nutrient content or to increase the minerals inside the crop. Recombinant DNA technology is carried out. Then some examples of biofortified crops are, first one is fortified maize. Fortified maize is produced to increase or to twice the amount of the amino acids, that is lysine and tryptophan. So to increase the amount of amino acid like lysine and tryptophan, biofortification is carried. Then the second example is a wheat variety, that is Atlas 66, has been produced to increase the amount of proteins in the wheat. Then carrot and spinach have been modified to increase the amount of vitamin A and minerals. Then plants like bitter gourd. Now bitter gourd means in Marathi we call it as karle. So bitter gourd, then tomato have been modified to increase the vitamin C content by the institute called as IARI, that is Indian Agricultural Research Institute. So the Indian Agricultural Research Institute is working on improvement of different crops so as to increase the amount of micronutrients, then proteins and vitamins in different crops. So here we have seen the topic, that is biofortification.